How would you change your approach to discovery when you're responsible for reducing fraud on a platform? So, I think the key here is to remember that discovery is about understanding what the problem is. So, at this point, you have a business problem, which is reducing fraud. So, we still have to be able to protect the revenue of the business and protect the business itself. Now, you want to go back and figure out what's causing that fraud, right? If you have too much fraud, it always will come back to a customer problem too, because you might take very stringent controls and not allow people to transact, and fraud will bring down your platform, and then you can't provide your service. So at the end of the day, this becomes a customer problem if you can't keep operating too, both a business and a customer problem. But in discovery, the idea here is to figure out what is causing this problem. So I would take it back and start to say, where is our fraud coming from, right? Is it coming into from certain areas? Is it from certain pockets of things? And then you want to understand too the user behavior or the things leading up to that fraud actually happening, right? So this makes you take on a role of people actually transacting with your platform, coming out onto the outside of it, empathizing with that customer and trying to figure out how to intercept it and figure out how we can actually test and solve those problems in that way. So when it comes to discovery, it's not just about customer interviews. And in this case, I'm sure your fraudulent customers do not want to be interviewed. That's okay. It's about solving problems, right? Evaluating the problem, identifying the problem. And in this case, you got a business problem. How do I actually break that down in a systematic way? Try to figure out what the leading indicators are showing that this fraud might be, and then figure out how to protect the business. That's what I would do from a discovery perspective and try to get really smart on that. Try to understand where the bad actors are coming from. What are their motivations? How do you actually anticipate that? There's some empathy there because you do have to empathize with your fraudsters. Put yourself in their shoes and figure out, how do I intercept this and start to make this place a little bit safer. So I hope that helps. And I wish you the best on reducing your fraud.